The Grenada Red Cross, we're currently operating under the project, the Ecological Connectivity Community Resilience Project, in short ECCR. Communities like Woburn Marine Protected Area as well as Telescope are primarily strong because they have a very strong social structure. During our initial assessment with eVCA tools, we found that they have a lot of historical knowledge, and that historical knowledge, they use it to take action. So because of the camaraderism between the social aspect of the community, it really makes them a strong community.
The strength of Telescope, I would say the people united together, and the fishermen, they go out and bring back to the community, and the community patronize what they would have catch. And the sunrise, of course, is one of the things, the view, one of the things that holds Telescope together.
There's a lot of young talents as well as old on the beach, for example, fishermen, divers. Then we have, even, well, on that area, we have SEMA's vendors, yeah? And it is honorable for me to talk on their behalf that we want the beach to come back. The lifestyle of the beach will improve, so those areas, like for example, those young lads of the bay and them older people, they will like use some of the things that they hold in the sea, and they would like to be able to have a little, well, if it's grilled fish or something on the bay up there. So with the place come back the way we want it, it could mean a lot to the livelihood and the whole village generation around Telescope.
The natural environment for those communities is so important because it's like the first line of defense. When you look at being resilient and you look at those places, Woburn and Telescope, for example, have one of the largest mangrove spread in Grenada. Those mangroves we know would definitely act as coastal barriers. The natural component of those environments is the first line of defense.
It's very unfortunate that so much of the fishes, their livelihoods are being lost. And it affects the economy, of course, because we know there's fishermen and so on who's depending on that. So it does make me feel sad, but even being in the midst of it, just, knowing the benefits and just being around it, having it there, the breeze and all of that, it is sad to see what have happened. I choose to go to the bird sanctuary on Saturdays because it's a very comfortable place. I love being in the nature, and it's very airy as well. In the bird watch is very nice and it's very breezy, and I know that it's a high traffic place because I see a lot of people there during the week, so it is very beneficial.
My involvement with the eVCA, we had visited homes to get persons in the community knowledge on the mangrove and how is it useful to them and what changes they have seen over the past 3 years, and how has it affected their livelihood, and what are the ways forward, what would they want to see happen in the community.
Both areas have closely related hazard. One of the highest risks we found was that of coastal erosion. Primarily in Telescope, we saw the degradation of what used to be years ago to what it is now, and we see a very long margin of coastal erosion. Another issue, another high risk would be that of flooding. And flooding, we saw it both in Woburn and Telescope because of a lot of the debris tied into the mangrove habitat, as well as that of Telescope.
It's very important in the state that if we get back clean water and control the pollution and contaminants in the water, then I see that this whole community revamping and the fishing stock will boost again. We used to do regattas here, but it's become almost impossible to do regattas in the bay because of the uncontrolled berthing of boats in here. So it could happen with help and from the Red Cross, the government, private individuals, businesses around the area. If they come together, pull their resources together, we could make it come back. And we could see an active ecosystem again.
Specifically in Grenada, we have looked at Woburn Marine Protected Area. We've also looked at the Greater Grenville and specifically that of Telescope. In the Woburn area, we've looked more at policies. We really wanted to understand what policies exist, and those policies that does exist, are they being implemented, and whether there was a niche to introduce new policies to ensure that the marine protected area is really being protected. And we found out that the policies for Woburn area is grand and is vast, and there have been quite a lot of those policies. What we've also found is that the gap between the policies that we have on file with what is happening, the reality of the Woburn area, is that of implementation, enforcement, accountability. So under the Woburn Protected Area, we would have developed a policy brief to be able to highlight the existing policies. We were able to also develop an advocacy strategy, and hopefully in the next 10 or so years to come, it's something that we can continue to build on and to enforce and to really continue conversation around how do we protect the marine protected area and who needs to be involved. We would have also created a resilience framework. So we were able to conduct an eVCA, an enhanced vulnerable capacity assessment, to understand the vulnerabilities of the Woburn area. We were able to take those vulnerabilities with consultation with the community and the fisher folk and the different stakeholders, and be able to develop what we thought was a really resilience approach into what could systematically support the Woburn area amidst climate change. In the Telescope area, we would have also done the same eVCA, where we were able to again identify the vulnerabilities within that area. We were able to then take those vulnerabilities and be able to build in a resilience plan as well. Also in the Telescope area, we were able to bring into Grenada a business mentor who were able to train persons within the community who had interest in climate change and climate resilience and climate adaptation, and be able to come up with livelihood options utilizing climate as well as a nature-based solutioning part of it, to be able to develop what livelihood could look like with them.
With the Red Cross, we did quite a bit of cleaning within the area. And of course, you always have to be cleaning because it's always, persons always litter. And we try our best to keep the area as clean as. And also we did some workshops with the Red Cross, ways we can enhance the environment and the erosion and the hurricanes and so within the area, the flooding also.
Collectively, we would have been able to develop one of, I think, our greatest win out of the project, which was our children's book, which enabled us to really transfer the communication from the adult down to children, to be able to get them at an early age to start to consider climate change and the impact of climate change and how we can all coexist and how we can all be part of that whole ecosystem protecting the economy for years to come. And it was a really big success, I would say. We saw a very good gravitation to the graphics and the verbiage and just the whole structure of the children's book. With the partnership of the St. Andrew's Anglican School, that's SAS, we were able to utilize one of their wall, the exterior wall, to be able to transfer the findings of the enhanced vulnerability capacity assessment, so the vulnerabilities that Telescope have, the resources that Telescope has, the solutioning from a nature-based solution perspective, climate resilience approach. We were able to take all this information and make one story, and we were able to put that together with the support of some of the kids from the said SAS school, which we saw that gave them a new interest. It was also an education process for them, understanding how their action impact nature, as well as just how educating a whole community could, create a better resilience.
Key thing here would have to be education. We have to get our students or young people in general to understand what is happening, right? To understand the changes taking place, to understand the risks and so involved. Once they do, then the job becomes easier. The mural is the finished product, to be attractive. It would definitely gather some interest from the students who would try to understand exactly what is taking place there, and so in that way it would contribute to educating the students. We have quite a number of students, this school here, who live in the community, who live on the coastline, and they've experienced the changes firsthand. Many of them, the livelihood of their families would have been affected, and they see on a day-to-day basis the challenges faced by their families, in order to earn a good living.
We tend to be a little bit more reactive when disasters and when emergencies happen, but I think understanding the full work and the circularness of this big ecosystem that we're part of, if we consider all the findings, if we consider the policies, if we consider the education part of it, definitely it positions us to be better resilient, to be better prepared. It also proactively empower us to take care of the environment, so that what we may be expecting 10 years from now, we have control to an extent. We look at the mangrove restoration, we look at the great green economy, the different things that we can do, as well as our human action, which is an important part of the education process. So I definitely foresee us being in a more ready state to respond than in a reactive state. I'm also looking 10 years from now to see the great livelihood opportunities that comes out of these exercises that we've done, because now we have two communities in Grenada who is more aware of the resources that they have and how they can utilize those resources, how they can take from nature and how they can give back to nature, and how nature protects all of us. I think one of the biggest challenge we had was to be able to really involve a large cross-section of the different communities, making sure we touch everyone, whether it was the elderlies, having a good gender-based balance in the conversation, women, single-parent households, men, teenagers, boys and girls. So it made us more cognizant of the communities that we're working in, being able to be resilient ourselves, to come up with things like hybrid models and approach to ensure that when we're having this type of conversation, it really also would have caused us to realize how important this type of project is for our communities. So we definitely applaud the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund, who made this overall project feasible in Grenada, to be able to come in to educate, but as well as implement some of the activities that we were able to do in both the Woburn community as well as the Telescope community.